Hey everybody, it's Devin again. It's been a week since my last video. I'm actually on time this time. I think Wednesday mornings are kind of a free time for me on my trip here, my beach project trip to South Carolina this summer. Wednesdays are kind of a free time for us, so I think I'll be trying to be doing my weekly updates, my video blog on Wednesday mornings. If you want to be keeping on checking back, it just seems to be the most convenient time and most steady and stable time for me to be able to do this. Little change of scenery this time. I'll give you a little quick tour of my room that I'm staying in. Last time, if you saw the video last week, like the 9-minute long one, I was just on my balcony, which is just outside. But I'll give you a short little tour of what our room looks like, just so you can kind of see what sort of situation I'm living in. So I'm gonna be. I hope this doesn't make you dizzy or anything, but I'll start at our front door and just kind of make my way over. But so let's see. Here's my front door in all of its glory. We have our towels and some food up there, and then we have our kitchen area. So we have a stove and an oven that officially since last night does not work. We tried to cook a pizza and didn't turn on, so that doesn't really work. It's just kind of taking up space. We have a sink with a bunch of dirty dishes, and that's the extent of our kitchen, our cooking situation. On the other side here we have a bathroom. I'll just go like this. Yeah, you can kind of see like the sink, toilet, shower, and the shower doesn't really drain. It's kind of weird. It will fill up with water, kind of like a tub, even when you're taking a shower. So that's a unique struggle in the morning. It's taught me to take much faster showers so that I'm not floating my feet around in a bunch of bath water. So that's something I've learned this summer. Let's see here. We've got kind of a closet area, which is actually really sweet because none of the other rooms have this, it seems like. At least none of the other guy rooms that I've seen, or that people have told me about. And so, just kind of nice that we have this area to hang up some of our clothes. A little perk that not everybody has here. We have a fridge, which is awesome. It's mostly stocked, well, let's see what it's stocked with actually. We have, on the top, we've got some leftover food. Someone's got some pop in here. There's Chick-fil-A, which is always a staple. Oops. Let me try to get this stable. We got some milk, some fruit, a bunch of jelly, because peanut butter and jelly is really what we live off of here. On top, I won't open it, but we have a really nice cake from a girl's room that we took out on a group date, and as a thank you, they baked us a cake, and it tastes really good. We've almost eaten it all since we got it. Looking over here, oops, down. That's my room leader and one of the guys' bed. My bed is the camouflage one, the one with camouflage sheets, and I share that with another guy. Got a nightstand over here. Turning around, we have kind of our. It's supposed to be like an entertainment center, like where TVs are and stuff, but we keep all of our food in here, as well as our clothes at the bottom. So it's nice to have a little bit of a dresser thing as well. Then over here, we have a nice. I can't do this with my computer. We have a nice mirror over here, which is nice, and then let me get out of the way. A table over here, where I'll be doing the rest of this video blog. Mostly over here we have our music player, we have breakfast over here, and then we have Star Wars Epic Duels, which is a really fun board game where you basically play as like Star Wars characters and fight each other. It's really nerdy, but our room has gotten really into it. Our room leader brought it because he played it last year. And then let's see, over here we have that same view that you should have seen last week. Balcony's right there. Tons of dirty clothes. If you can see them, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's pretty much our room. And this little guy, let me see if you can see it. Let's see. Yes, the air conditioner. really our saving grace here, because it's extremely hot and it's really nice and refreshing. Really nice and refreshing to have an air-conditioned room after being outside when it's extremely hot all the time. So that's kind of my room. Sorry, that was kind of probably long, but I thought you might want to see where I'm living exactly this summer. So into this week, it's been 1 week, so there's not as much to go over this time. In the past week, we have had a lot of fun. On Thursday night last week, so like 6 days ago, we had a low country boil, which, if you're unfamiliar with, is basically you cook a ton of food in a pot, and it's generally what we had was a shrimp boil, I guess, not a crab boil. So we had shrimp, corn on the cob, red potatoes, and like some special seasoning, and you just cook it all up in a big pot together, and you actually pour it on tables, and then you just eat it all with your hands. It's a really fun dinner. It was a lot of fun. We had enough food for all 90 people here. It was just a lot of fun. We all dressed up. So if you look on Facebook, I think there might be some pictures on the STP CO Minneapolis Facebook page. They probably uploaded some pictures from the South Project, which is us. You might see me in there. We either dressed up as Southern preps, which is what I did, wearing like popped collars and all that stuff. Some people dressed as farm animals, and some people dressed as Hicks. So it was a really good time. There was a lot of singing and a lot of dancing, and it actually rained that night. It was like downpouring, but we still had a dance party in the rain, and it was just a really fun time. We had a station for bobbing for apples, but because apples were too expensive, someone bought limes, and the problem is that limes don't generally float. And so it was really just like throwing your head in a big bucket of water trying to scrape the bottom for limes. It was super fun. It was a really good time. A really fun social event that we had for our whole project. Lots of fun. Really enjoyed it. Aside from that, let's see, other big things going on. Chick-fil-A, I started working up front. My schedule is going to kind of be a couple of days a week in the kitchen, and then a couple of days a week up front, like doing the dining room, so like refreshing people's beverages, and cleaning tables, stuff like that, getting softs for people if they need it, like things like that. I'll probably be learning the register soon as well. But that's kind of what I've been doing at work in this past week. Nothing super exciting. Still, some days are really fun, and still some days are really stressful, and that's kind of been the trend so far. I don't expect that to change. A couple of big things that happened this week, I guess. I think it was on Sunday. A team from Minnesota called the CCP team. They are a international mission team of college students. They're actually heading to India for 6 weeks at the end of this summer. They head out in about a week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks. But they have decided to spend this week here at the Summer Training Project in South Carolina with all of us, which has just been a really cool time to mutually encourage one another. That here at this project we are seeking Christ, and that's what they will be doing over there as well. But also for them to be getting us interested and thinking about foreign missions as well, which is something that has kind of interested me. I have no idea if it's something I'd ever do or not, but it's just cool getting to talk to these other college students who are really maybe a year different, maybe a year ahead of me in school, who are going across the world to share the good news of Jesus Christ to really an untouched area. They're going to be going to a college campus in India and just spreading the gospel there. It's like really cool, really exciting, and so it's been encouraging talking to some of them and getting to know some of them. That's been really fun. One of the other big things that's gone on is actually today, Wednesday, all of the staff is leaving, so it's going to be just us students for the rest of the summer, until like the last week when all the staff returns. And so it's going to be a different look. Some people that I've gotten really close to are leaving, are already leaving today, I guess, which is really crazy. They've been here for the first half of the trip. Yeah, it's the halfway mark. It's crazy. The summer's flying by. But so they'll be getting a month off, a month of rest, and a month of time to raise support for the next year, because that is their income. They raise support. So what you guys have done for me, which has been such a big blessing, they have to be supported year-round. It's crazy. So they're going to be working really hard at that, trying to find people who will support them in the work that they do year-round. So that's been really good. To just kind of send them off on a good note, give them encouragement, and it'll be a different feel to Project, I think, this second half, when it's just, I say just us kids, just us students, when the staff is really hardly any older than us. But it'll be a little bit different, but I'm excited for it. And